day we be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. Glad to be here. Better late than never. You guys know you got to catch me when you can. I don't like to just throw BS on the wall hoping it stick. I like to have some real good stuff for you guys, some solid stuff. All right. Let me know how you guys been doing when you see this video and stuff. Let me know how y'all been doing, how it's been coming along, what it's been looking like on the field. For me, it's been tight man coverage mainly, and I play with less skilled teams. I mainly roll with the Jaguars, and I'm always running against like teams with a good defense like Minnesota, Kansas City, and stuff. So I get less separation. So that kind of forced me to pick a scheme like this.
So this is Volume 3 Resurrection, featuring the gun bunch open offset.
Now we've done Volume 3 in the past, and it was relatively the same. It's going to be the gun bunch and the gun bunch open offset from the spread playbook. If you can see the bunch open, I don't do that because the receivers are on the other side. So I like to do what's called formation shifting. And it's basically like a quick shift. Like let's say you see the look of your opponent and you just want to space those guys out real quick. They get on a platform or whatever, on a position, and then you just go ahead and run the play real quick. But if we was doing that from like one of these and then we go to the open right here, then you got players running across the formation and it's not quick enough. So that's subjective. Maybe somebody else don't see it like that, but the way I see it is I like to do formations and sets where when you do audibles, you don't have too many people running across the center, across the quarterback, because it takes so long. A running back here and there can, move a little bit like this right here. That's real quick. Just a 1-2, and then you hike the ball. So we're going to be operating from the gun bunch open offset and the regular gun bunch from the spread playbook. And we've done this before in Volume 3, so you're going to see some similarities. All right, so we're just pretty much updating this thing and keeping it moving. All right, let's talk about the run game first. As you can see, the running back is on the right side of the quarterback, and most likely he's going to be, if you were playing this from a defensive standpoint, you will be on that linebacker right there in the middle, and you know that he's going to try to hit the gaps between 79 and 78 or 78 and 74, right? So that's obvious. So what you want to do is optimize your play calling. You want to have an answer for everything. So inside zone is in the audibles. All right. And I won't take that out, but I will put a combination in here and switch things up with a trap. And I bring this type of stuff to every scheme. Obviously, I always want to have that base pulling guards and then a straight up blast or zone or whatever. So you mix these two together and it'll put a little bit of, it'll take some of the pressure off you. It'll take some of the force off that user. It'll make him hesitate a little bit, especially when that guard come pulling around. So inside zone is my main play, and I often use RPO trap alert screen. And obviously you can throw it to the receivers on this play right here if if you like to read or whatever. I also use halfback draw. You can see that's a different angle. It's designed for you to go through a different gap this time. So that linebacker just waiting on inside zone all day, he's going to be stalled. And we take gap assignments very seriously over here in the 10-yard fight. That's why it's called a 10-yard fight. All about gaps and space and timing, right? So yeah, those are your running plays right there. Inside zone, trap, and halfback draw. You can put those in your audibles any kind of way. You can do halfback draw a lot also, and it will slow down the aggression. We'll put it like that. So yeah, Those three works wonders with each other. All right. I'm gonna go over to the bunch real quick because that's the other formation, and you can see halfback base. That's one of my other plays right there. It's obvious that you're going that way because in the shotgun, yes, in the shotgun, it's kind of obvious which way you're going because the running back is just standing right there. He's not like dead center behind the QB. So you can also switch that up with counter Y as well. You know, and sometimes you would be over here in the bunch open offset, and then you'll see something in the defense and just quickly go over here and hit them with the base. All right, so that's gonna be my audible for that. We can get into the passing part. That's the famous play right there. I've talked about that a few times. I think I did like 12 videos in volume 3. We're keeping Y-Trail in here. That's a nice little concept for tight man coverage. That red man on that angle route is gorgeous. You just can't abuse it. If you abuse it, they're going to start sitting right there. So this is nice for third and short when you're in critical situations. I wouldn't do this as a base play like 1st and 10. You know, I just do this, you know, to get that double move because it's pretty much a double move. And then you got your lone receiver out there flanked out. So I'm gonna go on the field real quick. Go on the field on random play call. Yeah, let's talk about the positioning of everything first. As you can see, Zero, my left receiver, he's inside the numbers. So he can work the space to the corner. I talk about that all the time. And on the other side is the 3 guys. So you can run different concepts. You should be able to run like some plays have about 3 concepts into one. Yeah, because this running back can take over also if everything is spaced out like that. I know there's some guys out here, they like to go, like, they like to send a running back out here on the sideline and stuff. Like, a lot of people like to do that kind of stuff. I've never really got into that, but, you know, every now and then I do something crazy like that. But, yeah, and you can put the running back on both sides, so that's cool, too. All right? And then you got your other side over there on the right side. They can get some things going. I'm going to go back to the audibles. This is all going to make sense. Like I said, you can go back and watch volume 3. I mainly do this. Now, I'm going to say you right here, I don't really mess with the flood like that. If to be honest with you, it's too crowded over there. Sometimes that guy in the middle who's going to the sideline on that flat route, he's there to pull down a corner, but the guy on a streak, he's supposed to carry his defender all the way out, but sometimes that defender will come back to this corner route. So you can do it and get away with it a few times, but you can get in trouble doing this, especially with these guys with drop zones. So I kind of stay away from flood.
Leader try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it.
Flood ain't one of my main plays right there, so I haven't had that much success with it. But I'll tell you this. You go to this fake screen wheel, and it's a different story. Now I got isolation on the left side, and I've showed that before. I got isolation. You can see Square. He's working the corner out there, and EA doing a good job with the coverage. You know, you can't just get out here and abuse the defense every time about that. And we will show you examples real quick of this. Be aware that your quarterback will pump fake by himself, and that will stall you sometimes. So sometimes he don't. I think if you start rolling out or something like that, yeah, and move to the left or right a little bit, he won't do it. So yeah, be aware of that. But if you just call hike and let him just stand there on his own, he's gonna pump fake on his own. So yeah, I'm just calling the play just to do it. So I'm not taking that serious. So yeah, if you do that and you catch some isolation on the left side, like he's playing outside leverage out there now, so you really wouldn't be able to get it. But yeah, take a nice little step over or whatever, and then he won't do the pump faking part. So yeah, wonder how many people know about that. Yeah, so you can get you some isolation, and then you got the other side, the right side of the field. So yeah, that's in my audibles right there. Last but not least, RPO read bubble. This is my favorite play in the scheme. It's so funny because it looks like nothing. It's so plain. So you see this in college a lot. You see this in like those on the west coast of the country in college football. Oregon, Texas, USC, Oklahoma. You see that over there. You don't really see that on the southeast over here. Like where I'm at, we got the Florida Gators and Seminole. It's more pro style on the East Coast, but on the West Coast in college, you see a lot of spread sets like this. Yeah, Mexico and stuff like that. I love watching play calling and stuff, especially the plays that we do on the game. So yeah, that's my audible right there. Real fun. It's pretty much read option all over again, like the last scheme. I'm reading the read man out here, or if I see a mismatch over here on the right side, I got 3 to his 2. That's a free runner. Or if the defense is backed up on square, that's a quick hit right there. Just like that. Quick hit. You guys know I don't like to practice plays in practice mode. It's a different story right here, but yeah, you're gonna get a lot of man coverage. But if you take care of your first downs and your business and stuff, they're gonna get out of man coverage. But you're gonna have to defeat man coverage a lot though, in order to get some zone looks. I like when they get out of man and get the zone. It's easier for me then because it's gaps and holes and stuff. And you know, on this channel, we kind of live and thrive off space. Like right here, look at R1. That's what you can't get in the game and do. You can't stall neither. Try it again. Yeah, you can't stall. But yeah, you can get a lot of good looks. Like this is tricky and it's slick. Now they will come up in your face like that and you got to get up out of there. Yeah, so here we go again. You kind of want to just tap it. You really don't want to drill it and bullet and stuff like that. It'll make the defense pursue over there a little more. So yeah. I'm just showing you guys how that go. We're going to do some 4-minute offense after this. So I don't want to stay on that too long. But we'll go back to the open offset, look at the plays, the other plays that I didn't mention.
This is when we get into what I call play packaging. RPO trap alert screen and the RPO peak receiver screen coming out of the same set, right? But there's a different receiver this time. Look at the outside receiver on the smoke screen. And notice the run concept is different. One play you have a trap, and the next play you have like a straight up inside zone. So that gives variety to the play, and I see these plays as like family to each other.
Don't really care for sprint Z spot. Like I say, when you over there on that bunch side of it, I'm going to go to it real quick. You can get in trouble trying to throw that corner route over there. Let me put square on something else so we won't get confused real quick. Yeah, you can get in trouble trying to throw to that corner route over there where 17 is because it's just too much traffic. You know, there are times, maybe it's designed to get like some motion or whatever. You want to clear something out or so. I don't know. I just don't use it. That look cool. This the type of stuff Coach DC be doing right here. He be doing some stuff like that. Shout out to that guy. He be putting in that work. But yeah, I don't mess with this kind of stuff. The flood concepts on the right side of this because it's better when they're inside the numbers and they got a lot of space to work with. Like I would like to have all of that real estate to himself with Square, but if you try to do it from this standpoint, you get what I'm saying? It's just too much traffic, and like I say, the defenders, they do a good job of getting off their original assignments and going to help out. So yeah, those two plays right there, flood and the sprint Z spot, that's kind of pointless to me. So I mainly do this for the bubble screen and the space out things for isolation for the running game and for that Y trail play. That Y trail play is nice because if they play too high, you can go low. They play too low, you can go high. And you also have Square. I like to put him on this little hitch route right here. It's unbumpable. See, it's man coverage now. It's pretty much obvious that it's man coverage. So my man would be like, I would be trying to go to 13 on the little hook. Sometime the drag route get open. It'd be just like that. Yeah, sometime that drag route gets open, but the drag route goes first, and usually the user will take him. So that's that. But yeah, Square is unbumpable. Sometimes you get these little quick yards like that and just work your way down the field. And that's going to put him into zone when you're doing little short stuff like that. All right, so that's the gun bunch open offset. It can be found in like 6 other playbooks or 5 other playbooks, 6 total. The Colts, the Eagles, Falcons, Ravens, Vikings, and the spread. We're going to go over to the regular bunch. And that's what makes this thing fun because you're opening and closing, and it's pretty much the same formation, but it's just a different set. You know, it's like you're shifting a gear or something like that. So yeah, and it can put some confusion on the user because that's our goal is to confuse the user. Now, you're not gonna have 100% success rate with this. You're gonna have to throw picks and stuff and lose games and all that good stuff. And I do lose games and I throw picks. But what I can tell you is I throw less picks when I'm scheming. Now, when you have a scheme, you throw less picks and make less mistakes because you know what you're looking for and when not to do things. But sometimes, you know, pre-snap and post-snap is 2 different things. All right, so we got a regular bunch right here. Talk about the run game. I already have a base in there. You guys know about space and switch. That's a nice play, but like I say, this scheme here is designed to beat man coverage. So we talked about space and switching in the Philly bunch special, the last scheme we did in Madden 23, and it don't really work well versus man coverage. So I still keep it in there just in case they do get in zone. You got some cover 3 guys, and you know you still got some guys that like cover 4. So it's a nice tool to have in the audible system. So I keep it there. Vertical. And these audibles can be switched out because there are other plays in here. You know, like you got your Z spot and goal, your dig return. That's a double move. You got your mesh spot, bunch trail. That go that trail again. You know, so you can pretty much run that trail concept open or close. So that's cool right there. Got flood. You got screen. So I keep vertical in here just because of the quick hits you can do. And I change them out sometime. I'll show you that real quick. We're going to go to vertical. And when they're playing, like this is not a good look right here, but 7 looks like he's going to be open. So I hit him before he even started going up the field. The cornerback started breaking. See, yeah, that wasn't a good time to do it. I have to find another time. Like when they're going to be playing off like this maybe. They're going to be playing off like that. And then you can try to slide over there to him real quick to throw the circle when the cornerback turns his back. See, right then, it's a reading system, pretty much. You're reading that side. I don't know why to keep. Yeah, I think I picked flood. But yeah, X and circle. You should be getting some yards. It's pretty much like that. It's going to be a look like that. But you're going to see it, though. So, yeah, having vertical is nice to have in the audibles for that purpose right there. And you know, this is bunch, so they expect you to be doing long developing concepts like those corners and stuff. But over here in the 10-yard fight, one of our rules is to get the ball out quickly. Yeah, get the ball out very quickly as you can. You don't like to really roll out and be doing broken plays and stuff like that. So you like to stay on script. Yeah, dig return, that's a double move. That's nice to have. I don't really get into flanker drive like that. I'm pretty sure flanker drive is designed for that clear out that long post out there. So I really haven't got into it like that because the other side of the concept is kind of plain. Maybe that hook man, but not a versus man coverage. But square the lone receiver over there, he will, got like one high safety and stuff like that, and he get inside leverage. Then you can work that post at times, but I don't really like that route right there because it just goes both ways. So yeah, it's only 15 plays in this type of bunch. You got bench pivot, that's real good to have. See, this is a different story right here. This bench pivot right here has that corner route that I was talking about. I try to stay away from, but we're working from inside the numbers, so he have space. So the ball can even be on the right side of the hash marks, and he still have space to work with. So, but like I say, this is another one of those reading type of system plays where it's the same side read. We'll put it like that. You're not reading a progression like that's the first progression, that's the second. You're pretty much just looking over here, and whoever gets open in your peripheral, you know what I'm saying, like that. Whoever gets open in your peripheral is where you're going. It's pretty much like a zone type of read. Yeah, you don't have a man. I'm gonna look at him first, then I'm gonna look at him, then I'm gonna look at him. Oh, I'm screwing up. But yeah, we got some good examples though. Yeah. So of course, circle is on that speed out. See how they're bailing back like that. And I tell you this year on that speed out, man, I was killing spacing switch. Maybe EA saw my videos or whatever, and they was like, we're gonna tune that down. So yeah, this man on that speed out route, I put it on spacing switch. As you can see, it's essentially the same thing. I do it like that, or I go back to the bench pivot. It's the same route. He do like the little two-step break, and then it takes some of the momentum off the route. So I haven't been getting, all the space like we were doing last year. Like last year, these was like touchdowns, like off that little speed out route. Yeah, so it's all good. I'm glad they tweaked it so we don't just get to abuse things out here. But yeah, man, that's how it goes. We're gonna have a lot of fun. You cannot forget about your screenplay. You cannot forget about that. Yeah, because when you're doing too much, you got the traffic and stuff loaded on that side of the field. They're gonna forget about the screen. They're gonna like literally forget about the screen. So that's right there too. That's good to do on like certain downs, and throughout the game, I change these audibles. I change them. Maybe I need a screen in the audible on 3rd and 4th down. I may go for a 4th and 2 sometime, a 4th and short, and so it's nice to have if it's a good look, right?
Think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds.
All right, so this is Volume 3 Resurrection, Part 1. Be on the lookout for 4-minute offense. That's going to be on the field, which is Part 2, 3, 4, and so on. Z spot and go. You got your Z spot and go. That carries over from the Philly bunch special. We've been with that. I've done a whole video on just Z spot and go by itself. So yeah, ain't even really no need to explain that part. I guess I'll see you guys on the field for 4-minute offense. Halfback draw once again. That works wonders with these two. And see, it's good that they have at least 2 plays in here so you can attack different ways. So yeah, man, this is Coach KK. This wraps up Volume 3 Resurrection, Part 1. This is the gun bunch open off set coming from the Spread Playbook.